I really wanted some chips, but I'm not gonna get chips. So I was talking to a bunch of you guys, posted up some stuff on social media about possibly doing like a Q&A. So I actually got swarmed with questions and
Stop lying.
but legit, I get questions from you guys all the time. I get a lot of the same questions over and over and over. So I kind of just like wrote down what I get asked the most, and I told you that I could answer it for you there, or I could answer it up in the video. So a lot of you guys said just answer it up in the video. So bam, we're gonna do this. Alright, first one. Do you have a set day that you edit, or do you edit as you go? There's no set editing day, to be honest. I kind of just like work with what I have. So if I film Thursday, and let's say I get home at a decent time, like 9 o'clock, I'll transfer the footage over and I'll look at it. And if I really, really want to, I'll start editing it right there. But my editing time varies. So there's not really a set day. I kind of just go with it, with how I feel. Somebody asked, how did I create my intro? I have several intros, as you can see right here. The majority of them, where you see my logo at, is actually created in Motion. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Motion before, but it's an Apple feature. It's part of Final Cut, which is another question on here. Actually, somebody asked what editing software do I use and do I recommend it. I use Final Cut Pro, and Motion is what do you call it? It's not DLC, but it's like an add-on that you can buy for Final Cut. And I have Motion as well. And I used Motion to create my intro with my logo and all the little stuff that you see, the craziness. I also used Motion to create my outro that you guys also watch all the time. But what kind of drone do I have? I have the DJI Mavic Pro. That's my drone. I love that thing. Fully recommend it. This has been super, super useful in just all the creative shots that I have, that I've been working on, that I've been trying to do. My last video that I put out, I think I want to say like 85% of it was all drone footage. The weather wasn't so bad as it's been. I'd be taking it out a little bit more, but I just don't want to push it because it's been kind of like rainy / snowy over here in Southern California for some odd reason. But yeah, it's just been a little bit iffy, so that's the only reason why I haven't actually gone out and got more footage with it and used it for more. But as time goes on, we'll see, because we're approaching car show season and car season and event season, so I might be able to bust it out a whole lot more than what I'm used to. So let's just pray for it. Next question is, do you normally plan out your footage for edits, or is it spontaneous B-roll? I do sometimes shoot just for the sake of knowing that I want to use it in an edit, but it's crazy because I'll shoot like that, and then the majority of the stuff that you see that goes into like one of those cinematic edits that I do is B-roll, or stuff that I cut out that I actually see that I could use somewhere else. So when I try to plan it out, it might not necessarily work. I've planned out things like for with Sean's truck, that video, I planned out those shots. I think that's been one of the few times where I've planned out actual shots. Everything else has just been like spontaneous B-roll that just happens to look good. Somebody said, what do you do with your drone footage? It's for edits, I guess. It's a different perspective. Having the drone legit created that whole saying of the sky's the limit, because I literally feel like I can have a whole new perspective. I can literally take my view to the sky. So That's what it's used for right now. I mean, I don't have any other ways of seeing it right now, so we'll see. How long does it take you to edit a video? I thought about doing a video just about this. It takes me about, depending on the length of it, for a normal 10-minute video with like a cinematic in it, like 4 hours to like go back and back and back and back and make sure the music and this, and if I use music that's copyrighted, make sure it's underneath the 30-second term and it can be properly cited. I go into detail about my stuff. It all varies. It really all varies, and depends on like how much effort and how much of my attention that actually has in that moment in time. That is. When are you gonna start doing car installs? Oh, my guy. When I actually start finding parts that I like for a reasonable price. Driving ST, everything's kind of, I don't want to say it's expensive, but it's a lot for a little in my book. You get me? Like, I feel like you overpay for some parts. For some, I think I'm gonna either do coilovers next, hint, or yeah, I think I might do the coilovers, or I might wrap. You know, it kind of all depends. Like I said, it's just about like what seems good in the moment. I think I've been spending more time and stuff on like the camera stuff here, and this instead of like what I actually drive right now. They're coming. It's just like I don't want to just buy like whatever, you get me? I want to make sure it's worth it. How do you like the ST?
I don't.
I like it. It's a cool car. I recommend it.
Stop lying. Should have bought RS.
Like I said, just the parts for it are kind of like a lot for a little.
Nah, it's cool though.
But it's a cool car. It has potential to it. It's not the fastest thing on the road going straight, but up in the corner, it can be a very deadly car. It's cool though. I recommend it. I dig it. I don't have any regrets. I miss my Civic sometimes, but I don't miss the Civic syndrome of when you go somewhere and the first thing you think about is, wow, I hope my car is still there. I was just talking to Leo about that, the guy with the red Integra. He was talking about how he just went to the movies and then sat there in the movie and was like, man, I hope my car is still there. Like, I do not miss that feeling whatsoever. What are the goals for the ST? Honestly, I want a Canyon build, but it's going to be like a Canyon like show build. Like, I don't want it to be track inspired. I want to actually like take it on Canyon runs and like have it look the way I want it to still look. So function over form, but still have very, very nice form. I need to have very, very nice form, but still completely functionable. It sounds like a lot, but I'm sure I'll figure it out in time. I have to figure it out in time. That's what I want for it. I can honestly say this, it won't stay the same color. Yeah, that's all I can say right now. That's the only thing that I have for sure, like 110% want at this time. Like, I know it's not going to stay that color. That's it. What kind of camera do you use? Okay, well, I'll film this up on my phone. I use a Canon Rebel T6i. That's my current camera. I think it's pretty good. You get your bang for your buck, kind of, sort of. I mean, it's not a full frame camera, but it's one of the few cameras up in the market that autofocuses. So I can tap said screen, and from said screen, like I have it right now on auto adjust, so it's gonna constantly always adjust on wherever I have it. So it's following my face for this moment. That's what I have up right now. What's going to be the video schedule? Because you don't have one right now. I don't have one. I don't really have content planned out right now yet, just because I'm still getting everything situated in my book, in my head. That could be an excuse, but I'm getting everything kind of situated. Editing speed, what I'm going to use for editing, my editing style. And once I get more comfortable in making that quicker and actually planning stuff out, I do have like a little list of things that I want to do. But I'm trying to get content out there faster. I know I've had a lot of gaps in my uploading history, but I'm trying to cut that out and give you guys something, you know, at least once or twice a week. And then as stuff picks up, hopefully, you know, 2 to 3 times, maybe even every day if that's what it turns out to. But I'm not going to reach for the stars because all I have right now is the sky. Bam. I like how I use that. You talked about food challenges. Will you be doing those? I think I might just be doing the biscuit one. I mean, biscuit no beverage challenge. I think I'd do more of like food vlogs / reviews, because I do go out to eat up at a lot of places, but that's about it. Like, I don't think food challenges are going to be big for me unless it's something that you guys gravitate towards. And I just say the biscuit one because I've talked about the biscuit one for like a year now. That's something I've always wanted to do. And last question is, how do you like YouTube, and do you think anyone can do it? Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. If you have a camera, you have stuff to talk about, you can simply just post on YouTube. It's not that hard. When you want to get all fancy and do all the editing and be the whole creative, then that's where you're going to start spending more time. But I ultimately think this is something that anyone can do. I have like over 100 subs now. Thank you guys, by the way, which is amazing. It makes me feel like people are actually paying attention. It makes me feel like I'm being watched, which I am. The analytics say I'm being watched right now, so it's pretty cool. I think it's for everybody. I mean, for anybody. You can all do it. We can all do it. And it's just about what you have to talk about, what your content matter is, what's your subject, and how you approach it. So I definitely think it's for everybody. Say go for it. Go for it. So that's all the questions I had. And if you feel like your question got missed, or feel like there was something more that could have been said, or you have another question, just comment it down below. I do respond to comments. So yeah, that's it. That's all. I'll put out another video. I'm gonna try and get something else for you guys. Like, I'm gonna say like next Tuesday, because I work weekends. So by like next Tuesday, I should be uploading something else for you guys. But nope, don't even think Tuesday. Maybe like Wednesday. Probably something on Wednesday. I have plans for Thursday, and I'll see you guys Friday. So you'll have 2 videos next week. All right. Until then, stay up, stay solid, and I'm out.
Take all the fame out of warning. Leave my name out of the credits. $100, don't you ever forget it, yeah. Cut that hoe off like a savage. I thought this is what you wanted. Tell them fuck what they expected. Underdogs turning into them legends.